Hello, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me? If you can, give me a thumbs up. Awesome, awesome. Okay, just give us 1 minute and then we will take over from here. Let us know.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Can you?
Okay. If could you please show in the chat where you were joining us from? Uh, so that's your full name and where you are joining us from. Let us know where you're joining us from. Thank you. Okay. If we could see your video, it's even much better. If you have a good connection, let us see your video and see your handsome and pretty faces as you can see ours uh, on your screen over here. So, my name is Rosalin, and I am here with our team of three others, Seth, Precious, and Gideon. This is going to be a very quick meeting so that we could all go back to our busy schedules. It isn't to keep us here. We First of all, in advance, would like to apologize to many of you who have faced challenges registering for the Nessy training that we asked you to take. We have reached out to the organization and they are working very hard on it. One thing I want to assure you that they have assured us is the IT team are working on it. It is not only countries from Africa who are having challenges because we know a good number of the countries are not on. And looking at your group of aspiring dyslexia advocates, you are from quite a number of countries in Africa. However, even on the list, we don't have United States on it. We don't have a lot of countries are not on it. So I want to let you know that this is not just something for Africa, it is for the whole world, but there is a glitch on the system, and that is why the difficulties are. The difficulties has not been resolved, but we keep receiving emails from each days, every one of you likes each like more than 5 emails a day, and we have to like individually be answering. We thought it's tiring, and therefore we should put together this kind of short tutorial overview and also keep you updated on what is happening with the training. And so, with that said, what we're going to do here today is show you how you can navigate the platform at very easy way so that the moment they give us the updates that you could go ahead and register for those organizations that are those countries that are not on, you know how to navigate your way through it and you don't need to email us again. We are recording this in introduction as well. And so we will make the link is available on our YouTube. We'll make it available to you, and you could always go back and watch it and see your way through. So I'm going to share my screen here. If you have any peculiar questions about the challenge you are facing, please put it in the chat. The team will look at it and will address this at the end as well. Thank you very much. And so quickly, let me share my screen. Even before that, do you know when we sent out the link, Ghana was part of the countries who which could register. And so in our office, everybody registered, they've taken their training, they've gotten their certificates. But because of the glitch that happened, which I'm thinking also, it's probably we that puts the pressure on it because your number is quite huge. Ghana has been wiped off. And so one of the idea that I even had that I was going to give you our address as an organization to choose. So instead of you choosing, for example, you are in Burundi, you choose Ghana, and then you put ADO's address over there, and then you can get access to the ticket. Ghana has been wiped off and not being wiped off by a human being. It's just the system glitch. And so we also don't have access now. So the example I am going to set, I'm just going to pick any country and just walk you through how you'll be able to navigate through. So let me share my screen with you. So when you click the link we shared with you, you would see an interface like this. It's going to bring you over here. And you are going to have access to these informations that are over here. It's going to give you all those access. Now, all these are resources available to you if you're an educator, if you're a parent, if you're just someone who is passionate about education and you want to help champion dyslexia awareness with us. We don't know which of you are we going to select because we are still reviewing the applications. But what we do know that information and knowledge is information and knowledge. And regardless whether you are selected or you are not selected, I feel this is a very rich information that you should have access to for your own understanding. And you never know who you could use that information to support one day. And so you have access to all these things. So even aside you um, doing the training, these are also stuff you can get access to over here. Okay, so try and go through this link when you're here. I will encourage you to download these ebooks as well. Download these ebooks that are over here. Dyslexia Explained and What I Need. You get a free digital version of this ebook and you download it. You just click on it, for example, like this. And here is the book, the entire book. You have it. Okay. You have the entire book and you just click this bar over here and you download it and you have it and you keep it. Please download and keep it. It will not be available for free. Again, Nessy's product is a chargeable product. Okay, so the training, the resources that are there, you pay for everything. But they are so generous that there are times that they will open it up and say everybody have access to it. And some of their products, they will say it's on discount. So if you're a educator and you really want to use their products, you can get discounted programs. You can get free programs as well. So please make sure you download the book. It's the same with this as well. What I need, you click on it and voila, it will populate and then you just download the book as well. Okay, so that's how you do is taking time to populate over here. That's how the book will come. We have access to it because we have also downloaded. And secondly, we could also get the hard copy to buy on Amazon or on their website as well. And then these are some free resource posters here that we developed. If you could see, we have Africa Dyslexia's logo over there. We developed this during the dyslexia um, awareness month during the pandemic time in 2020. So we all together put these resources together, and their posters you could just get and print it out. If you're in school, you can put it in your classrooms. If you're parents, you could also utilize it. As an advocate, you could always utilize it as well. So now let's come back to the training. What is the challenge? The challenge is that you are not able to register, or you don't even know, because a lot of you have emailed us asking what is the coupon, and we have several times responded you do not need a coupon to access the training. So I'm going to pick here understanding dyslexia for teachers. Okay, and let's assume this is my first time. I'm here, I click on it. What do I get? It says get it free. So if you want to know what the training is about, I encourage you to just click here on this introductory video and watch it. And then once you watch it, you go into it and say, okay, what is this training about? It's going to give you explanation and the course modules for you to understand what is in the course, okay, that you are going to access to. So once you finish with the information page, you just scroll back to the top and click here, get it for free. So once you get it for free, and I think this is where the challenge was for a lot of people, where it says subscription. So choose what option you want. Okay. And then you have one person free subscription to up to like 30 subscription. So what it means is that a school literally, if it's a school, they could decide to get 30 licenses to train 30 of their teachers. And you can click here and it will populate for all of you. Okay. But you're just one person as an advocate. So you choose what? 1 month. Okay. When you choose 1 month, people were like, okay, you clearly see here it says £0. So meaning it is still for what? For free. So you just click again, get it for free. What happened? Okay, so it has been added to my cart. Get it for free. Okay, please let's be careful over here, because I see the interface changing around. Before, when you click on get it for free again, then it asks you to input the coupon. That means when you're viewing it on your mobile phone, it populates differently than when you're viewing it on your desktop or your laptop. So please take a little, be patient and look at some messages that come here. It says you have added a variation of this product to the chart already, because I clicked get it for free first. So what I need to do is I need to go to this basket on top of my account over here. I need to go back on top of that and click the basket. Once I click the basket, it is here that a lot of you we think has become the challenge. You stay in this page, and it says coupon code. Again, we like to stress it on, you do not need any coupon code. So what you need to do is to click checkout, because the thing says £0.00, meaning it's free. Okay, so you click here and say checkout, and then checkout. If you already have an account with them, then you log in. Okay, but you don't. We assuming that you don't have accounts with them. And so you don't stay here. Please go down. Always make sure you read complete information. And even beyond this, I would encourage you, whenever there is something you are registering or you are assessing, when you go onto the page, don't just assume and take the first set of information that appears on your page to be the complete one. Make sure you always, if it's possible to scroll, make sure you always scroll down and then you will see. So when it says check out here, because you don't, this is for existing clients or existing users of Nessy products. Once you register later on and they send you your secret word, then you would have an address and a password to be able to go here directly without going through the registration process again. And so we go down, and here is where it matters to you and it matters to us as well. You input in your details. So I'm going to make an example as Kofi, and the last name probably will be William. Okay, so that is my name. And what customer I am. I'm a home school or home education. I will choose school because I'm using the educator one. Okay. School name, school's name, school users only. So then you have to put the name, but it's not mandatory because they have not put a check mark that it's mandatory for you to input. You could also choose home if you are not an educator. You're an aspiring advocate, but maybe you're a media person or you're a farmer, you're a carpenter. You could also choose this one as well and use. Okay. So if you choose that and use, now it's asking you your country. When it says billing details, what billing details means is that this is a selling product and it's a selling product online. And every selling product that is online that you pay with credit card, they always ask you of your billing details. So even though this training has been offered complimentary for the month of October, you still have to go through the process as though you are paying for it. The only different thing is here is that it is not going to ask you for your credit card details. They have taken that part off. Okay, so let's choose a country to start with. As I told you that Ghana is not part. I don't know what happened because it just went off. And so what I'm going to use is probably I'm going to use Uganda. Okay. And if it's Uganda, I don't have an address in Uganda. So this is where I'm saying that this tutorial is to get you how the process works. And once they give us the update that all the countries, we've given them the list of all the 54 African countries. They give us an update that every country have been added. You go back here and you do as we are doing here. So Uganda, I don't know, but let me try and see if I could make an address and it will work for this tutorial purpose. So you input it, and then what city is it? Kampala. I hope that the spelling. Okay, what district is it? I'm going to take maybe the first one. And then a zip code. A zip code is your dialing code for Africa. Africa, we don't use zip code, different zip code like the US or UK or European countries. Every vicinity have their different code, right? So if it was Ghana, our zip code is 00233. I know for Nigeria, your zip code is 00243. That is Nigeria. Team, can somebody check for me right now what is Uganda's zip code? And let me know so I could or postcode. Postcode is the same as like for us in Africa, zip code is the same as. our postcode. So let me see. Okay. Yeah, Nigeria is 23. So yeah, 002 234. That's Nigeria. So Uganda is plus, so that would be 00256. Thank you, Lilia. Lil, I'm not sure the pronunciation was. Sorry if I butchered your name. And then here you have to input your phone number. Okay. So I'm just gonna go with, for example, um, so let's assume this is my number, and then you put in your email address, okay? You put in your email address here, and then you confirm the email address. This part is very important. If you miss anything in the email address, you will never receive any access secret word from them. You will not be able to access the account. So always make sure in every form you're filling, make sure. Like for example, some of your colleagues who apply for the advocates fellowship, their email addresses are wrong. And so it's hard for us to reach out to them. So anytime we send you emails, instead of them being in copy of the email, it just bounces back, says cannot deliver because they miss something or they miss even a space. So we always have to make sure our email address is exactly as we have. Okay. Okay. And then a password. A password that when you come back to the face page again, is going to ask you for the password and your email. If you remember from the beginning when we got to the top, and I will go back, like you go here, it says email and password. So they are now asking you to create your, so that when you come back to this page again, your email and password will just ask you to log in and see which products you have access to. Okay. So any optional notes? No, you do not have. I have read and I agree with the terms and conditions. It says your data will be used to process your order, support your experience throughout this website, and for other purchases purposes dedicated, described in data privacy. You can read the terms and conditions if you want. And then you say what? Make payment. Again, as I said, on the normal day, this is where when you click make payment, it will populate for your Visa card to come on or your MasterCard and you put in. But this, the payment type have been taken out. So you click. If I click right now, it's going to register if all the information I have input is correct. I am not sure because I'm using a wrong address for Uganda for this purpose because I do not have an address. I could decide to click on it, but knowing Nessy, if I click on it and it goes through, they will keep following me to make sure I take the training I have signed up. They are very passionate about it, as like you, myself, and everybody gaining the knowledge. But then you click here, and then immediately they are going to send you a secret code into your email. So you do not need to stay on this page, but you can leave it open and don't refresh it when you click make payments. So they're going to send you, and in your email, you have that secret code with your email address and then a link. click on the link that is within, okay, that email you will receive. When you click on that link, you copy the secret word they have given you and input it into where it will ask for secret word. When you do that, you would have access to your training and you start watching it from module one. This is how you can navigate through it till you finish, take the quizzes within, and then you download your certificate. So this is very simple. It's not complicated at all. I have taken my time going through it now because I want you to understand. But once you know it, for me, if I'm going to register for this thing, literally will take me less than 2 minutes to finish everything and receive my details and start my training. It is not complicated at all. And so I hope this will be helpful to you. If you have any specific challenge you have faced, please let us know. But again, I would emphasize that there is a glitch on the system. It is technical. Their IT team are heavily working on it. They have assured us that even if October is over, they will make sure ADO gets access to it so we can offer it to you. Or we have told them who you are, this group, and they are willing to support it. And so they are heavily working on it. If I read you some of their messages, they say they are really sorry and they apologize, but they are working on it. Again, let me show you something so you know that it is not just Africa. If you come here, you see all the Uganda, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom. Uh, we don't have US as part here. There are so many missing countries that are not here. There are so many missing countries if you go through very well, but the system is supposed to have all the over 100 and something countries we have in the world. The system is supposed to have it, but it is not here. And I tell you, Nessy is in over 100 countries for their product usage. They are in over 100 countries. So it is just a system glitch. So it's not something to be scared or be this thing that you're going to lose out. You're not going to lose out. Your training is even going to start next year for those of you who are going to be selected. But again, whether you're selected or not selected, we'll make sure you have access to this resources and knowledge as well. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. If you have any specific question, please do ask and we'll move on. Thank you. Any question, you could use the raise. Any question? Okay. So we have, I did everything just as you directed. Log on with the secret word, but cannot find the course. Okay.
Hello. So after entering your secret password, you have this interface. Okay. Because I've already done it and I have downloaded my certificate, I have to go here, already registered. So you double click on it and then your name will appear. Then you double click on it again. See that the courses will pop up here. All the courses will show. All the courses will show. So let's say this is the so here are the level 1 courses. Dyslexia explained. When you click on it, then because I've already done mine, you can see rewatch here or watch again. But if you are new, you will see click to watch. Okay, then double click it and then you have your video. All right, thank you.
Since Ghana isn't part, can I use Germany address if it's even if I can't. Guys, Precious and Co, can you be looking at the chat for the questions and you read them out because I'm missing them. By the way, welcome to Dyslexia Live. I'm dyslexic, so you see how I'm struggling. This is why it is so important with the work we are doing. And we are so excited that you want to be part of us. And we can't wait to be working with you. You are welcome. So please, since Ghana is MPA, can I use a Germany address for it, even if I am in Ghana? Do you have an address in Germany? If you do, yes, you could go ahead and use. So, for example, let's assume you have a UK address. Your family is in UK, so you have a UK address they use. You could go ahead and use it to access it. Please do. It is fine. You could go ahead and use it. But the only thing I will refrain from it is you making up address that is not existent. So you see, when I was doing the tutorial, I used Uganda, but I don't have an address. Assuming I have somebody in Uganda and I have their address with their permission, I could just input that to have access um, to to the training and be able to do. And for the one that says, I have done everything as directed with the secret, but I can't find the course. Precious, would you mind giving answer to that if possible? And then from there, we go to Katu to take his question. Is Precious here? Precious, you're muted. Please unmute yourself and help out. Precious, are you able to unmute? No? Gideon, are you able to unmute? Gideon, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
So why is Precious not able to unmute? Can you check her computer? Okay, whilst we are getting onto that, let me call Katu to ask his question.
Yes, thank you so much for the information. I am actually from Uganda and I did everything just as you directed. But when I log in with the secret word, my interface has home, understanding dyslexia, welcome, log out, and then it brings something like no licenses remaining, please contact your administrator. I can't see anywhere I can access the course from.
Okay, that's quite new. Okay, so please, team, let's put down those questions because then we will need to email them to let them know the other step of challenges that are happening over there. Thank you, Katu. Charles, you could go ahead and unmute.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Mine is not a challenge per se, but while I was registering, immediately that call came out for us to register and did the course. I did it immediately. So Nigeria, I'm in Nigeria, so everything went seamless. Like I did everything, did the level one, the level two. So the only place I had some issues was in downloading the level two certificate after doing it. Could show that I'm done download. But when I click download, it wasn't opening. So it was later on I found out it was a particular browser I was using. So hence I moved it to Chrome. I was able to download that this thing. So my question now is, while registering, I made requests for, there's a place you can make requests for like more than one coupon, like once, like your friends to take the course, so you can make that request. So I couldn't, when I go to my interface right now, even if I open it, I will just see Understanding Dyslexia School Edition, free for dyslexia awareness. This is the subscription, 5 persons. That's what you see on my, when you open my interface. Like, but now I talked to my friends, like I wanted them to take the course, but what I don't know is now how do I link them up to take the other 4? Because I registered for 5 using that's my one coupon. So how do I now link them up to like take those courses without me, giving out my own secret word or something like that? So that has been what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. So
Yes.
thank you so much, Charles. And there's something you said that I'm so happy you brought it up, and it did not come across to any of us, the team so far, to look into it. Yes, please use Chrome when accessing links. Okay. There are a lot of links that don't work. For example, if you're filling a US Embassy application, I use Apple, so Safari. If I use Safari, it doesn't populate very well. It's recommended you use, is it Firefox or Mozilla and Chrome? Okay, so let's change the browser. Chrome is very common. Let's change our browser and see how it is. And like you said, in Nigeria, yes, because I remember somebody sent us a certificate from Nigeria saying they have done it, but now Nigeria is not part. Ghana was also part, but it's not part anymore. When this training came out, it's the whole world that are accessing it. Okay, Nessy is subscribed. It's a huge company that is subscribed by a lot of people, as I mentioned before, over 100 countries. So imagine that a paid training that they make it for free in the month of October, everybody looks forward to it. And so the moment there's a little bit of time wasting there, it's going to cash down the system, because the pressure that is going to be on, it's a lot, right? And so when we come back to you with an update that they have resolved it, please don't waste the time. Quickly go there and grab your copy and be able to utilize it. Now to your next question about how do you get access to your friends and not give out your secret code? I'm thinking in the past I did that for some team. What I did, but that was in the system where you input email addresses of the people you are getting the license from. This time we haven't done a group registration, so I don't know if that is what is still happening. If that is not what is happening, and they have boxed everything together for you, and then you have to give them your email address and your password and all that, then I would say that you would then have to keep it and get your friends to register a new using their own information and email addresses. That is what I would say. Does this help, Charles?
Okay, yeah. Okay, it's fine. I've been kind of navigating the platform, just to see, sometimes some persons they are really curious when you give them like something is popping, and they've seen my post on LinkedIn, so kind of try to follow up. They also want to like understand more, and I said, don't hold on, we are trying to resolve some things. Once it's done, I'll give you the go ahead. For now, there are some C issues, that we're trying to resolve on the cross. So that was one. So while I told them that, I was still like trying to like navigate to see if there's any way, since I registered for 5, is there any way? But I was thinking of sending an email to Nessy and all that. So but I said, let me calm down and just follow and see what's happening first. So that's that. So just to buttress your point, I always have this feeling that if something is good and it's paid for. And all of a sudden, there's this window of you can access it free. I always have this mindset that don't wait for the next minute. So immediately I got that email that day, I registered immediately. I started the course immediately because before somebody would just change their mind. That's my mindset, but that's what I thought. So, I had it very, very seamless. All my registration was very fast. Like I didn't have any hitch at all, not at all. So next time, just as you have said, it's good. Once something like this comes up, even if not here in any platform, it's good to take advantage immediately. No time to waste. So thank you so much for these interactions.
You're welcome, Charles. And I think what we would also do, because there are some peculiar questions that we would send back to Nessy, that we had an engagement, and these are some of the challenges that populate. So I would make sure the team add your own as having, because I said in the past, you could just put in their emails and their details and it will go to them. But if now everything is bundled together under your account, how do you make sure other people have access to it without having access to your contact? So we'll do that. Let's go to Abahi. Please, you can unmute and ask a quick question, and we should be wrapping up very soon. Azuma.
Good evening good evening from Nigeria.
Good.
Thank you for this time. It's been a good one for me, even though I had hitches while I was registering. In fact, when I didn't see Nigeria registered, I was wondering why. I had to use country as South Africa and then put all my details as a Nigerian and then got on board. To just add to what my brother from Nigeria just asked, I registered my colleagues. We actually work in an inclusive setting. So I registered 3 of them. I took the option for 4 participants. And at first, I had issues. I registered them with their Gmail. But as I maneuvered, as the admin, I got to a point where I could actually edit and register them. And it even gave me an opportunity to maybe monitor their own progress and check how long they had spent on Nessy. It's been actually very interesting for all of us because working with children with varied degrees of special needs, um, learn.nessy.com is a welcome development, very beautiful for us. I want to appreciate the organizers. God bless you. So I think for my colleague that has said that he didn't want to share the secret code with his friends, I think what he should just do now is just send the link learn.nessy.com and then to them with the secret code. They would learn on their own. And I think it's the whole package is meant for, a close study group and monitoring for the admin, which is a good one. That's my own thoughts. Thank you.
Fantastic, and thank you so much for sharing that. Um, I didn't know that because then it has changed a bit from what I know. So I'm so glad she shared. And Azuma, if you can put that link, and I know the link is what you have in your email. When you click that link they send in the email is the link dot something something. Please also put it in the chat so people those of you who have the secret code already, you can copy. So what I understand is you do not need to give your email address out, but then you can give that the secret code, and then they will put in their name, email, and then start the training. However, you will be the admin for the entire 5 people, including yourself, license that you got. So Charles, I hope you have a solution to your question now. I am going to call on our team member Seth. He wants to share his screen so that he could answer one of the questions. And Seth, you have to tell us which of the questions that you are answering. You could go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. I'd like to answer the first question from Derek. I did everything just as you directed. Logged on with the secret web, but can't find the course. So let me share my screen here. Please hold on. I'm coming.
Set is working on it. If you check into the group chat, Azuma has put in the learn dot nessy.com on over there, and so please you can get it. But this link is already in your it's already in your email as well. If you have already registered and gotten your secret code, it's already there. Yes, Charles has also put in that in as well. Seth, are you ready?
I'm finding difficult to share my screen. I think there is a challenge here.
Okay, let me see something. Let's see. Because you're a co-host, so you should be able to share your screen. Yeah, you should be able to share everything. It's perfect here. So I don't know why it's not working from your side. But what I think you could do is to make a screen recording tutorial within like 3 minutes. And then we will share that link on YouTube and share it with them as well, so that whoever is also facing that challenge can look at it, so we don't keep them waiting over here. But quickly, if you click the learn.nessy.com, this is the interface you're going to see. I hope you could see my screen over here. And then this is the where you will input your secret word. Okay. And when you input in your secret word, it will log you in. It will ask you for your email address, and then it would ask you for the name you would like to have on your certificate. And that's how you go into it. And then, Charles, this is where you will have the access using your login details to see at what level or pace are all your colleagues. That is what I believe it is. Thank you very much. Charles, you have your hands up. Is it for the old one, or you want to say something again quickly?
Yes, I say I've seen the solution. Just that place he pointed now. I even see how I can use those coupons. I've seen it. Thanks so much.
Fantastic. Yay.
Yeah,
We have some pros in the house. So when we face challenges, please team jot their name down. Azuma Charles. If we have challenges, we'll go and bring them so they can support all of us. We are a village. We are learning together. This is for all of us. Thank you all for your time. We didn't want to exceed over the time. And so we wish you all the best. For those of you who have been asking us about, oh, I have applied for this thing long time. I haven't gotten a feedback yet. Please, that means you didn't really read the page very well. There was a timetable that we put in. It was in a PDF document under the information section. If you had clicked there, and if you still go back to that link, you'll see it over there, and it tells you when and when we are communicating, we are getting back to you. So we are still on time, very much on time than even expected. So thank you very much. Seth, your screen is dark, and so we don't see anything. And so I will recommend we do, if it's not working, let's do as I said, by doing a screen recording tutorial within 3 minutes and share with them later on. Okay. I don't know if you came late. What's your name is Hajarat. We have addressed this already and said that not every country is there. We don't even have Ghana over there as well. They are working on it. Please go on our YouTube. The link of this recording is there, and you can watch it again and listen to all the information that we said. Thank you very much. There isn't any much thing to do. Thank you all for the awareness. We see those of you who are tagging us and helping us to spread the messages. We love you. We appreciate you. It doesn't mean that those of you who are not doing, we don't love you. We love you. I'm sure you're busy, but don't let that be excuse to stand in your way by joining this train. Please, it's not too late. We still have more days to go. Join it, use the resources, and tag us. We wish you all the best.